So of course, as founder of Tattva Wellness Spa, we've seen the retail landscape evolve over the past 13 years that we've been in this business. From very scattered tier one phenomena of one spa in a mall and one fancy spa in a hotel to now the way we see wellness facilities getting everywhere, getting a presence everywhere, being sought out everywhere. When I say everywhere, I mean tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 cities, absorbing the power of being well, and demanding the power of being well. So we've seen it all evolve from a very occasional indulgence to now a everyday need, and that's what our vision also is, to make wellness a priority rather than a treat. And we see that retail welcoming wellness with open hands, and more interesting formats of retail coming up to introduce wellness in their spaces. Yes, I think I'll stick to my feedback pertaining to the wellness services and products category. So yes, the online and offline bit comes together very strongly. This is intention based consumption. So you intend to purchase a spa gift card, or you intend to purchase a spa therapy. So you search and you seek out who's the best. This is still a sort of a sunrise sector. So we see this growth coming steadily and strongly. But at the same time, it is very research led. People do all their research digitally. So they go to Google My Business to check, where they find the best therapists and the best facilities. They check out photos. They want to see the spaces that they will be planning a visit to. So yes, the research is done digitally. We work hard on our digital presence, and a lot of our business is driven through direct bookings through our website, www.tattvaspa.com, and it is a very seamless experience for somebody to see what slots are available and how they can make a booking at their choice place. Somebody wants attached steam, somebody wants a jacuzzi. So all of those information research is happening digitally. But of course, the experience is further expanded into their offline experience when they visit, except when they're purchasing gift cards, which is very easily done in 2-3 steps on our website. Offline is the experience. Online is the discovery. That's how it is for us. And we don't see any difference between tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Tier 3 is also doing the same. They are researching, in the online space and then coming and consuming in the offline space. The reverse also is happening. So somebody who's experiencing our spas at our hotels and resorts and our retail spas are actually then coming online to our website and purchasing gift cards or gifting it to their friends, or purchasing a membership again at our website. So it's a beautiful journey between online and offline, at least in the wellness space. However, I feel that is not being strongly focused on by a lot of people in the industry. More momentum, of course, can come in when more brands work harder on their digital presence rather than looking at it only like a offline experience. But yes, the moment of truth for the consumer is offline and offline spaces. So I think while all city tiers are growing for us, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, larger consumption is limited to cities like Bangalore, Gurgaon, Mumbai, Hyderabad, we're betting big on. So these geographies are big. Having said that, tier 2 and tier 3 is also very exciting. There is space for at least 2 to 3 spas, and even in tier 2, tier 3 cities also. So we are betting on cities like Vizag, Vadodara, Chandigarh, so on and so forth. In terms of formats, we're very excited with the new focus on wellness that organized retail is bringing in. So large format, so there is the large format options which will have limited and very premium to luxury positioning, and then there are short format spaces which have a wider distribution potential. So in the large format spaces, we're talking about blue zones inside of malls, especially in cities like Gurgaon where pollution is such a big thing. These are spaces where you can relax in clean air. You can also play a game of pickleball. You can, plan a day at the spa. You can have access to bariatric oxygen therapies. So much that can be done on wellness, all in a same kind of environment, which is safe and wellness focused. So those are large format, and we'd be very keen to explore with some of the large format mall developers to do things like that. And of course, the shorter formats, which are 1,000, 1,200 square feet spaces, the distribution power of that format is immense. It can really, really be well taken. So every 5 to 6 kilometers of any potential demographic city, we would love to have a Tatva spa. Because it's all about accessibility. You don't want to travel too much for relaxing. You want it accessible, near to you, and that's what we are trying to build. Make it accessible, make it an everyday priority for people. So I hope in the next 5 to 10 years we're able to build this for India in a strong way. No, I think we try to understand tier 2, tier 3 differently from tier 1. For tier 1, it's about access. Tier 1 is about largely about repeat consumption, also more experimental. So we try to do something new for the consumers regularly at our spas. We organize wellness events, wellness thematic, interesting ancillary events like sound bath therapy. So slightly different from our core, which is a massage therapy. We also focus on other ancillary therapies like sound bath therapy and more, to create more avenues for engagement. Whereas in tier 2, it's slightly more straightforward. We want to encourage consumption by being more accessible, being a trusted brand, being creating spaces which are more open, where you don't feel that should I go, should I not go, but creating more open and accessible spaces, and then building on our professional therapies and ensuring a fantastic experience for the consumer that they would have gotten at a tier 1 city, also coming to the tier 2 town with our brand. And I think they love that. I think the love we receive in tier 2, tier 3 is beautiful. It's easier to scale. We have the attention, but the consumer is similarly demanding. It's not like that they demand anything less. So we put forward our best in tier 2, tier 3 as well, and then we get all the love from those cities. So we are, for example, present in a Patna, in a Raipur. We are already present in a lot of tier 2 cities apart from our main, tier 1. But yes, they understand wellness as well. They are demanding, but then they give a lot more love. That's what we see.